Senator Back.
Thank you, Acting Deputy President. This year marks the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Mexico and Australia, Acting Deputy President, and this time last year Senators Gallagher and I put forward to the Senate a report on our relationship with Mexico, and I want to reflect on that in the few minutes available to me today. As we know, President-elect Trump has determined that America won't be participating in the TPP, which of course is a tremendous opportunity for Australia and Mexico. I was in Mexico on a self-funded study tour in January of last year, and I just want to reflect for a few moments on where the opportunities lie for a far closer relationship between Mexico and Australia, Acting Deputy President. Let me start, for example, in an area that was addressed only in the last few minutes, and that is vehicle manufacturing. The Mexicans are well aware of Australia's vehicle component manufacturing industry and how well respected it is. And of course, Mexicans are currently producing 3 million vehicles a year, and they will move to 5 million by 2020. They have said to me there's tremendous opportunities for Australians, and as a result of that visit, there have been meetings in Adelaide and in Melbourne, coordinated by Austrade and the Mexican Embassy, to inform vehicle component manufacturers of the opportunities that exist for Australians servicing that market. And indeed, as I will be urging our Trade Minister to look for the opportunity of bilaterals between Australia and Mexico so that we can exploit those, obviously without paying the tariffs that might currently exist. The second area, hard rock mining. Obviously, Senator Smith and I are very, very close to this industry. When they showed me at the Geological Survey of Mexico down in Pachuca the maps that are used by seismologists and by geologists to have a look at the metalliferous states and regions of Mexico, they very proudly told me that the software that developed those maps, Acting Deputy President, came from Geoscience Australia and the CSIRO. One of them at that meeting told me that he's just commencing a PhD in mining technology at the WA School of Mines at Kalgoorlie, and they are well versed in those skills that Australians have in terms of mining exploration and related sciences, mine management, drilling expertise, etc., that they believe would be of enormous benefit to them. In the oil and gas sector, some 50,000 young Mexican students leave those shores each year to pursue higher education opportunities. And again, as a result of that visit in January of last year, the representative for Austrade in our embassy in Mexico City led a delegation to Australia, to UWA, to Curtin University and to Queensland to explore further where the opportunities might be for Australia to assist the Mexicans, and particularly Pemex, the Mexican government-owned oil company, which is establishing a Pemex University in the oil and gas space. And again, tremendous opportunities in that space of oil and gas exploration and extraction, and of course higher education. The report that Senator Gallagher and I brought down spoke to some extent also of opportunities in tourism. If we could, for example, commence direct flights between Australia and Mexico, we would see a radical increase in the number and the value of tourism between our countries. And of course, with tourism comes understanding, with understanding comes higher education opportunities. And on that vein, I have also urged our Foreign Minister, Ms Bishop, who of course has developed the excellent new Colombo plan, which at the moment is involving thousands of students going into some 30 countries in the Asian region, that we should extend that over time to enable our young students in their undergraduate years to actually go and study in countries like Mexico. And in the few seconds left available to me, opportunities in agriculture. Only this morning did I have the Sheep Meat Council representatives in my office talking about the opportunity, should we be able to remove tariffs between Australia and Mexico for the export of sheep meat, export of beef, wine. They are well aware of Australia's capacity and the excellence of our wine industry, export of grapes, export of grains, should I say, and again malting barley, etc., etc. So when one door closes, Acting Deputy President, another one opens. We are, as you know, an exporting country, So even if the TPP in its current form does not proceed, the opportunities for Australia, and in this case with Mexico, are well worth exploring.
Thank you, Senator Back.